This is an OC. Thank you for your time. It's nothing to worry, sir. We are just going to ask you a few questions to determine your mental condition. Is that okay? So you claim you are Sergeant Raymond, are you not?
Yes, I am.
I'm sorry. It's just you look fresh out of the draft. Anyway, you were listed as M.I.A. during the war. What happened?
I'm not sure. I'm just glad the government pushed those damn Japs out of Manila. Okay, promise me you won't think this is just some kind of joke, okay? I didn't go AWOL or anything like that.
I'm only here to judge your mental condition, not whether you ran out of combat. That will be for a tribunal to decide, but even then, I don't think you'll be court-martialed. Continue.
Good, and Doc, I'm not insane. Yesterday was insane, not me. The Japanese attack on Corridor was brutal.
From the records, you went MIA during one of the Japanese assaults on Corregidor. Can you tell me about that?
Oh, that. We were overwhelmed, and our platoon had to flee into the mountains. Can't blame us for that. We all had lost Corregidor. We ran out into the hills, but we somehow got lost into a forest.
Yes, go on.
Have you ever felt trapped? Not just claustrophobic trapped, but mouse in a mouse trap? As you know in your bones that you probably died there. That's what we felt when we entered the forest. We passed the same trees and the same road, and each time we passed the house. A little shack, really. We never really saw anyone inside, but it did have signs of life. No, we really wanted to go there, because, well, it stank of death. We were tired, and we aren't in our minds. But I'm sure that we all agreed that something weird was going on. Some guy's private Riggs, I think, had the bright eye to tear off pieces of his uniform to prevent us from going in circles. We tied one of those strips around some tree branches and would use those as guides to prevent us from growing in circles.
Is something wrong?
We kept seeing the markers.
What?
No matter which way we go, we'd see the markers. We'd turn left and see one strip. We'd turn right and see another. We'd go backwards and find the strips behind us, even if they were not there before. We were trapped. Something was keeping us in the forest, and it wasn't letting us out. We hiked for hours looking for a way out. Every time we thought we found a new way, we'd see a marker. Everyone knew something was screwed up in that forest, but we didn't know how screwed up until we planted those markers. It felt like we were stuck in this gigantic maze for some reason. Buddy, I want to ask you something.
Yes?
How are my family? You probably know I had a baby girl coming last June.
They're in good hands.
Okay, thanks. Anyway, it got worse during that night. You know forests, right? Full of life, the trees, the animals, the dirt. Have you ever heard of completely silent forest? I'll answer that for you. No, you haven't. We did, and it was creepy as shit. The night came, we tried looking for sounds of life, but it was dead silent. It was as if the forest was absorbed all the life for the animals, and that was when the platoon started breaking down. Some guy said saw a pair of red glowing eyes in one of the bushes, while another said he saw his bugle in the forest. We knew he was going as soon as we found others. His sweetheart died a few weeks before the assault on Corregidor. But none of this shit was as creepy as the sound of a silent forest.
Go on, continue.
He was the first one to go into that shack. Said he saw his bugle call him into the night. Another guy came with him to drag him out of the delusion. When it ended, to ask for directions from anyone inside. Most of the platoon then found some reason or another to accompany the two. We agreed that most would stack and stay in the shack, that while a small group would search for the way out. In the end, it was only me and my buddy, Alan. We left wandering the forest. I'll tell you this, the only thing holding back the terror we felt from everything around us seemed to have divided between us, sort of like strength in numbers, with just the two of us. Everything seemed more eerie. We thought we heard a scream, I'm not sure, but we just suddenly began bolting through the forest.
And?
I'm the only guy that got out, okay? I'm not sure what happened to my buddy. He went back to check up on others. I'm not sure how I got out, really. I remembered an old friend of mine talking about the Filipino culture. Said that this place was steeped in mystery and folklore. I don't know. I just want to go back home and never go into any form of forest.
Okay. Well, that was interesting. I have one follow-up question. Are you really Sergeant Raymond?
Didn't you hear my story? Are you some kind of idiot?
Okay. I believe you. You seem like an honest guy. Take some rest and good night.
Thanks, Doc. Oh yeah, Doc. Was there any word on the shack so far?
None that I know of. Thank you for your time. Story he has given me. Furthermore, fingerprint analysis from the higher-ups verifies his identity. I suggest referring him to the medical board after one more session with Sergeant Raymond. He has to learn at some point that the war ended more than 50 years ago. Hey guys, this is Nightmare Maniac here, and I'm going to give a special thanks to lonewolf1499 for helping me do this Creepypasta read. He's a really cool guy. Make sure you check out his channel in the description below. But yeah, just remember people, we tell scary stories all through the night. Thanks. Bye-bye.